now we take a chance of honoring the Sri Shakti, woman empowerment, woman power, because of so many lives are there, where India is a land where people say, Henmakulu Beda Anta. But by looking at Dr. Aruna Madam, everybody says, I want my daughter to be like Aruna Madam, because dashing, always caring, and being into the service for so many years. Please accept our honoring Madam. May I now request Junior Abhayan Dikshita to present the credentials of Dr. Aruna Madam.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I take immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Aruna Kamineni ma'am. Aruna Kamineni ma'am is a consultant general and a laparoscopic surgeon who's practicing at Venkat Kamineni Hospital as the only woman surgeon since 23 years in Bellary. Ma'am has completed both MBBS and MS from Bellary Medical College and passed out MBBS with a gold medal, also as the topper of Gulbarga University. Ma'am has married to Dr. KVP Rao, who is an orthopedic surgeon. She is blessed with a son, Nagarjun, who is another doctor, and a daughter, Swarnita, who is a law graduate. Ma'am has served as the president of IMI Bellary branch and state vice president of IMA in the last 2 years. Currently, Ma'am is the president of Private Practitioners Association and GC member of WIMS, also the vice president of BGP Bellary district. Ma'am is also actively involved in creating awareness in health and preventive medicine in society. Ma'am has conducted many health camps like mega cancer detection camps where 1,000 women screened for breast and cervical cancers. In COVID times, Ma'am was active in mask awareness and vaccine awareness campaigns. Other hobbies of Ma'am being interested are poetry writing, gardening and reading. Thank you.
Namaskaram and warm good evening to all of you. To be honored by Abhaya Foundation is a real honor which I'm going to cherish for a long time. The recent corona crisis has brought many things forward, not only to me, but many of us here. And out of this crisis, we appreciate the service, the Abhaya Foundation and the like-minded people headed by Ram Garu. And at this time, let me take this opportunity to thank you all, the President Ram Krishna, Vice President Nama Karthik, the Secretary, the dynamic Balanagaraj. Today I have seen him in full flow. And the Treasurer Venugopal Gupta, Ajay, Jitendra, the Youth Wing President Nagarjun. And my only question is why there is not a women's wing there? I just asked the same thing to Madhavi. I wanted one photo because it's taken such a long time my photo to come there as a guest here. So I thought, why not? And she said the women's wing is just getting formed and we have not done any activity, so we are not put up, and maybe today they're going to start. Still I feel it would be a lot of encouragement if you can take. I'm asking the founder president, please take all the women into your cadre and don't make them as a separate group. They are there behind us, behind you, they are there beside you, and they're also there in front of you. Give them their due honors, always take them and move on, and just see what more you can do, what more you can achieve in rather more colorful, beautiful and meaningful way, the way they have made your lives. So I think the next time we come to the 2nd anniversary of Abhaya, we need to have more of those photos too. And to tell about Abhaya Foundation, before it was born in August 2020, I had the privilege to take the help of Abhaya before it was born, prenatal. That was how when we started our service at Shavi Hospital, we private practitioners were asked by the then DC Nakul sir that you need to come in, step in. Then we told, okay, we are going to run one hospital free. We are not going to take anything for ourselves. As IMA doctors, we are going to put our service. We opened up Shavi. And those were the days when COVID was in the starting, there was a lot of fear. Fear not only in the general public, fear within our community, within our health workers community too. Not even one sister was ready to come, not even one nurse, one ayah was ready to come and manage the hospital. And we had promised 120 beds with 25 to 30 ICU. And let me tell you all, we opened today, somewhere in June 25th or something. And just within 2 days, the whole 5 floors were full. 5 floors, 120 patients, ICU was full. Most of your relatives, elders, most of the aunties, uncles, I know they got admitted. And we didn't have a supporting team. That was the time there was one man who stood with me. That was Ram Reniguntla. That was the time I came to know there is a person who rang me up and told, ma'am, you need some support. You need some nurses. I was surprised. Somebody from a non-medical field asking me, you need nurses, you need IS. I just grabbed the thing and said, yes, sir, Ram, sir, I need something. And every time I wanted somebody, I used to call him up and say, Ram Garu, I want a sister, I want, because we had 4 shifts. We had 30 to 40 sisters. They were getting tired and there was so much of fear. So he just provided to me. That's the way we could go forward. Without the support of you all, we healthcare warriors, we doctors, I don't think we could have achieved so much. We could have saved so many lives. Because that was the most tiring time. I was not worried about the doctor's part because we were a team, we knew we could help each other. And I really like to appreciate Sundar sir at that time. He was the sole person who managed the ICU for the whole 2 months and the ICU was too full. And that selfless service we enjoyed and it made us, our souls happy. Remember for life. Once Corona, the first wave is gone, the second wave is gone, the third wave also will go and life continues. But the lessons learned during this period, I think we need to take them for life. The other important part is, in Corona, the virus made us to sit at home. It binded us or put in a jail. Okay, from the point of view of coronavirus, we were in the jail. Why? Because we transgressed, we crossed our limits. Man being so egoistical, so attitudinal, we thought, I am the Lord of the universe, and we just went in, marched ahead into the frontiers of the animals, into the frontiers of the forest, and we lost our boundaries. So to create those boundaries, the virus came back from the forest, from the wild animals, said, no, you have to cohabitate with the planet, in the planet, with the nature. So we learned how to respect the mother nature, even the kids. Now we crave to go out into the open air, to go into a clean environment. That's what Corona has taught us. So please respect the nature. Don't forget. Let's not pollute the country. And I request the Abhiyans, they've done a wonderful work all through the year, helping individuals, the needy, the COVID patients, wherever it is. I've seen all the activities of them. And that's the beginning they've started. The infantile steps, there's a lot more to be done because they're all young, energetic, intelligent and service-minded with full of empathy and compassion. I request them, there's a lot more to be done in this world. Think of the nature. Think of so many things which are happening there. Let's move in that direction for a sustainable future, I feel. And that is the thing which we have to inculcate now. Giving to the society and to the people is one part, and giving back to the nature is the other part. I think that's one thing. And to talk about Ramesh Gopal sir, we all know him as a doctor turned a businessman, an entrepreneur, a very successful industrialist. To me, from the day I started, he is my mentor, my guide. And one person 25 years back who said, you have the capacity to go forward, you are there, you are, I think you will go a long way, we are there with you. It's very rare in this world for women to get such type of encouragement. And I thank you, sir, you're always my guru. And as sir said, cricket cricket didn't stand for entertainment here. I looked at cricket as a means of fitness. I implore on you all, the other thing which we have learned is the fitness part. We all forget, once we have achieved something, we always look at the outer world and the materialistic things. We forget to look inside. I think it's time. The corona has told us to go sit at your home and turn inside, introspect, and see how you have kept your mind, your body, and your soul. And soul, at least, Abhay has taught us serving souls is the way to a better life. And the same way, please treat your bodies in a most respectable way. Try to be fit. The fitness concept, I think the cricket tournament has promoted, telling the younger generation that you can't just sit at your home with only your fingers and your brain being active. There is another whole body waiting there, which has to be kept fit to fight such adversaries. Corona is not the end game. Third wave or fourth wave is not. It keeps coming in different names and different ways to test the mankind and teach them a lesson to make them better persons. I think we have to take this opportunity. Never forget the trauma caused by the crisis or the good things which has made us learn. Try to be fit, because that's when a healthy mind and a healthy soul rests in that, and that's when I think we can go forward as a nation. So the best way to find ourselves is to be lost in the service of others. And I think this again Abhay has told us, and I hope that you continue, Ram and the team, that you continue giving better achievement. And thank you all for honoring us.
Thank you very much, madam, for your inspiring words and encouraging words, as well your suggestions to be cautious, to works to be taken, madam. Definitely we'll follow you. Thank you very much, madam, for accepting our honors and being a chief guest, madam. Thank you, madam. I assure you, Aruna ma'am, we will have the women wing more powerful, as they are already in a group, they are formed. Today is the soft launch of the women's wing. In coming days, once these people make a form, they make sure that women activities follow once this COVID ends. Thank you one and all.